Hey guys, welcome back. I quickly built a ChatGPT-like web app in Databutton just via prompting within few minutes. All I did was I went to ChatGPT, took a screenshot of this app, came back to Databutton, uploaded the screenshot, and added a prompt. The Databutton agents were pretty smart to interpret the screenshot as well as my prompt. It just threw me a suggestion of how the UI should look like. It will have a sidebar, a top bar, and a main content area. I was like, this approach sounds great. So if you're building UI for the first time in Databutton, it would be nice to have a quick screenshot of your layout in mind or your Figma prototype. If you don't have either of it, write down in the prompt section, throw your ideas. The Databutton agents are pretty smart to quickly spin out an UI. Databutton, it's your full stack AI app developer. So the next part was building the backend of it. Quickly created a new capability. I named it as ChatGPT Backend. So my first prompt to build the backend was like, I would like to build a simple backend which leverages OpenAI large language model and answers to users' questions. The agent immediately asked me what would be the input and the output. This is very crucial whenever we are building a backend in Databutton. We need to prompt the input and the output. That helps the agent to understand and write the Python functions well. And the agent also has access to our API key or the secrets. So it quickly could see that I already have an open API key stored in the Databutton's environment. In the backend in Databutton, it's all about creating a fast API endpoint. So the agent defined me the input model, the output model, and how to implement the endpoint logic. It has an input model, which will be the prompt, which is in string, an output, which will be the response, which will again be in string. Databutton agent is also very aware of Databutton's SDK. It uses the databutton.secrets.theGet method to fetch the open API key. Very much aware of OpenAI's latest endpoint. It uses the client.chat.completions.create method and also uses the latest large language model from OpenAI, which is the GPT-4. We have created a functional endpoint with the name of ChatGPT. Next part is about implementing this backend with our front end. And this is very easy in Databutton. All it is very smart implementation. You just need this hash. And once you prompt this hash, all the abstraction layer, all the component layer, all the backend will pop up. You just select the one which you want to choose. So I just asked if the ChatGPT backend is already implemented in the front end. Just quickly read the entire code and it says, yes, the ChatGPT backend capability is already implemented. I can confirm it further. I just go to the edit code option. And this is very crucial. Under the hood, Databutton uses the brain module connect with all the backends and the capabilities. The brain.chatgpt calling the capability which you already just created. Next part is about testing our app. I quickly select around the prompt from the suggestion and I hit the send button. In this console, it sends a fast API call, the post message, and it takes around 3.57 seconds to execute. That means our front end is well connected with the backend via this fast API router, which we just created now. Even the new chat button, it works well. The next part is when you're done with testing, either we can preview it or we can just deploy it. And once it's deployed via this deploy button, we can easily access via this URL.